Bro.
Together.
Jose, just start it off, because we're never going to start with me, because I'm too nice for everybody. Just go.
No, you're doing this. Yo, whoever's got the cell phone next to the mic, move it now.
It's not me.
Now.
What if their cell phone is the mic?
Give me like 2 seconds. Give me 2 seconds.
Liam, is your phone gonna vibrate again?
That's not my phone.
Is it vibrating?
My phone's in my hand right now, and
I got a station, that's why.
the only thing that's vibrating is my dildo.
Welcome back to another episode of the Talking Nerdy Podcast. I am your host for the intro only, Eunice from World of Flash, and I am here with...
Caden, or you can find my Instagram at Fanatic Trailers.
James, aka King of Metahumans.
And
Liam from DC.Marvel.Unite from Instagram and Twitter.
last, certainly the least...
Mm-hmm. It's me, Nerdy Hero, guys. Welcome back to another episode of Talking Nerdy. Eunice felt obligated to do the intro, and I think he pretty much did a horrible job at that. But it's okay, because I'm back to continue, and we are going to start the podcast right away. But first, I got to do a quick little promo for HeroicHollywood.com. You can follow them on their website, link in the description. They post all the latest movie news and all the new scoops of all the movies coming out in the future. So
and a lot of clickbait articles. Let's go.
That was some shade right there. We just lost the promotion. Thanks for that one. All right, let's just get right into it, because we have a few topics to talk about, or a lot, depending on how important you think these are. And then we're actually going to be talking about a little bit about Instagram as well, from our point of view. Of us pages we've started pretty much on Instagram, right? So we're going to have a little section where we're going to be talking about how Instagram works, how people, some tips and tricks into getting a good Instagram account and gaining followers.
And not getting hacked.
And how not to buy followers, Eunice. And basically...
What? What? What?
Oh, that triggers me.
All right, so let's get started with the news, and we'll talk about all that cool stuff later. Eunice sucks. All right, so first topic is going to be Terminator. We have a bunch of new stuff coming out with Terminator recently, like the fact that there's a sequel that is going to be taking place after, or it's going to be erasing Terminator 3, Salvation, and Granny Smith, or Genesis.
So, is it basically just
Terminator 3?
No, is it basically Days of Future Past erasing every mistake they've ever done?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's what they tried doing with Genesis, but that didn't work.
Oh God, no!
Definitely didn't
and
work.
Apparently, okay, so James Cameron will not be directing this. It's actually
thank God.
Wow. Okay, and I said James Cameron, not Michael Bay.
Wait, holy shit!
Wow.
Yo.
Wow.
No, I mean.
Wow.
I don't know. I don't know.
Nope. You said it. Anyway, I'm going to continue talking. Continue talking. Anyway, Tim Miller, who did Deadpool, is going to be directing this one. Fine. No problem with that. And apparently it was Tim Miller's idea to continue this from after Terminator 2 and pretty much start erasing what happened with 3, Salvation, which I kind of like Salvation. And then Genesis.
Salvation was pretty good. I hated Genesis, though. Now, I agree with everyone.
I'm quoting James Cameron here, not Michael Bay, Eunice. And it says, that it was Tim Miller's idea that this is a continuation of the story from Terminator 1 and Terminator 2. We are pretending the other films were a bad dream or an alternate timeline, which is permissible in our multiverse, which I guess time travel, I guess you can get with that. This was really driven more by Tim than anybody, surprisingly, because I came in pretty agnostic about where we took it. The only thing I insisted on was that we somehow revamp it and reinvent it for the 21st century. Those are James Cameron's words about what they're doing with this. And we have the official release date, which is going to be Terminator 6 will land July 26th, 2019.
I'm so delighted that Terminator already has a release date and Flash doesn't either.
Exactly. Or director. Oh my goodness.
Let's forget one time-traveling movie.
Damn, that was a fail.
The only thing we have on the Flash for Eunice over here is that...
Flashpoint.
Flashpoint, apparently Wonder Woman is confirmed.
Oh my God.
In other news, water.
Wet. Exactly.
Well, technically water is not wet, but I won't get into that.
Let's not get into that topic. But anyway, let's talk about Terminator, because everyone's very, very favorite, beloved franchise. That's a little too old for us.
So the last
You
movies
know-
are apparently a bad dream.
Apparently,
They're
the last
bringing back-
3 were an alternate universe, bad dream, blah 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 blah.
You know-
I don't like that.
You know-
That's terrible writing.
Honestly, if they do what they did with Blade Runner, because Blade Runner's getting amazing reviews already, 98% or whatever. If they do what they did with that movie, then maybe you could have a good Terminator movie after the atrocity of Genesis.
So you're basically saying if they make a good movie, then it'll be a good movie.
Yeah, pretty much. Thank you. I'm Einstein.
Mm-hmm.
Kept digging it deeper. So, Philo Rebirth.
What?
I see what you did there,
DC
Liam.
Rebirth.
I'm
I see what you
sorry.
did there.
Meta, what do you got?
On the Terminator,
Yes.
I'm not really a fan of how it's like the past few ones were a bad dream or like an alternate universe. I just think that's bad writing. It's like just a way to back yourself out of a corner.
X-Men Days of Future Past.
Hey, but that was a good one.
Exactly, but they went with that cheat.
Well,
I mean,
It's
it's
all about
it's
how
not-
you do it.
I mean-
It may be a cheap trick, but it's all about how you pull it off. If you pull it off, then you know what, it works.
And how cheap it
It's-
is. Like something can be for $2, and the other one can be for $3, but one's cheaper and one's more expensive, but still cheap.
It reminds me of
You say cheap one more
Avenge-
time. It's gonna sound like a bird. Go ahead, Liam.
Me? I wasn't even saying anything.
that.
Alright,
That was
Caden.
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 You two sound alike.
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of the new Avengers movie where Civil War basically was just there to spread everyone apart, but then they all come together, so it makes little to no sense, and it's just bad writing in my opinion. And it's the same with a lot of other stuff where they just Flashpoint, they're gonna
Did
do
you just
that.
say something bad about a Marvel movie? Whoa! We can't
Whoa,
have that.
that doesn't
Whoa.
exist.
No.
Hey, okay, sorry.
Blasphemy!
Mm-hmm.
They're all just happy and buddies.
Okay,
again.
I didn't like Civil War or Doctor Strange. I'm just
Oh,
saying.
man, Civil War,
But
it's
back
not
to
like it's my
Terminator.
favorite
Back to
MCU
Terminator.
movie.
I went off
Okay.
topic.
Of course you did.
I don't think it's going to be. I think this movie is 50-50 chance of being good and bad, but I have faith with Tim Miller because I love Deadpool, and he is a good director. And as long as James Cameron's not making it, we're good.
I agree
Why are
with
you so
Caden.
anti-James Cameron? Why is everyone so anti-James Cameron right now?
Because I'm very anti-Wonder Woman.
Wow.
True.
If you're
James
anti-Wonder,
Cameron.
wait, if you're
I'm
anti-Wonder
joking.
Woman, that means you'd be pro. James
You
Cameron.
be with Jay Cameron.
I was speaking in the mind of James Cameron. Like how? Shut
That
up.
makes No
What?
sense.
Shut up, Jose.
Still going on about that.
And
Real.
yeah, they're still talking about that, but that's not something I'm bringing up. 'Cause that's like no, that's a minefield.
Automatic L.
Punisher trailer, guys.
Kingsman.
Come on, what was up with that?
Yes!
That was so
Oh
good.
my god, it was so good.
With the
So
music
really
too. Oh, that was awesome.
Apparently, his background story changed, where his family was killed in his house this time.
No,
And
that's
last time-
obviously a dream. That's
That was a
obviously
dream.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought so.
That looks like a dream sequence
It does.
because the way she's waking up with him, and then she's like, and then the way the audio and all that looked, and the visuals, and that's his dream he's having.
Okay.
So it is a dream. It's not
Mhm.
It's not
actually
real?
happening.
No, because in the trailer you actually see the carousel again. So he does,
Oh,
he does
okay.
die in the carousel.
Oh.
But they're just putting more depth to it as to why they die, what's the mystery behind it. It's not just, the random gunslinging, random drive-by, whatever they made it look like in the Daredevil.
I'm just gonna have a vehicle in the thing, like a certain Punisher car or something.
Yeah, yeah.
He's not Batman.
This is like
I
a
love
Punisher
Punisher's
mobile.
costume in this series. It's so nice.
So very tactical.
Yeah.
Yo,
There's
I love
my
it.
favorite part was when he was going down the hall and he's like shooting with the sight and he switched the sight on the side. I'm like, John Wick right there. What? Of course, that's how you use a gun. But the way the way it was shot and the way it looked, made it reminded me so much of John Wick, and I loved it.
I agree with that one. I just rewatched John Wick 1 and 2, and I think it's exactly like it.
And then one part where he's just grabbing the machine gun and he's just unloading onto that pillar where the soldier's hiding behind it.
Yes.
And he's just like screaming,
perfect.
just Jesus, that's insane.
Is anyone here liking the way they're editing the trailers for Netflix, where the music is matching with the sounds?
I am.
the
I was gonna
scenes.
say that. I was just about to say that. I love how like the music lined up with like the bullets dropping and the gun clicking.
Mhm. Yep.
Yeah, the gun when they're
That was my
reloading the
favorite part.
gun.
The thing is, that's the thing
That
that's
was
been
my
going on
favorite
with
part.
trailers. Not every trailer does it, but a lot of trailers,
A lot of
good
them
trailers
do it
too, do that. And they've been doing that for years, you know.
Yeah.
Not to mention that they just had a whole movie that was just like that with Baby Driver. So you know.
Or Suicide Squad.
Oh, please don't bring
Got
that up
him.
ever again. Oh man.
The
Bro,
atrocity.
Don't ever say Baby Driver.
Hunka hunka.
Like,
Honka honka.
listen, I like
Yeah, they
Suicide
lied.
Squad. I'm sorry, I liked it.
Anyone
Yeah,
here
you
think-
liked the experience. You did not like the movie.
I liked
Liked
the
what?
movie, and I had a great day that day. But I'm
That's-
not.
Which movie? What are we talking about?
I saw it on the
Suicide
premiere.
Squad.
No,
Okay,
we're
I
not
saw
taking
Suicide Squad 3 times. I liked it the first time because of the hype.
Yeah,
and
me
the second
too.
time, the second time I realized, oh my god, this is a terrible movie.
We're talking about Punisher, guys.
Oh yeah, okay.
Okay.
There's a rumor that it's coming out in October.
I think in
Which-
November.
I'm pretty sure it's November.
Yeah.
It was said to come out October 13th. I think that's a Friday. So yeah, Friday the 13th.
So many other
That's
things
sick.
like
Oh, that'd be
Stranger.
dope.
There's Flash, Arrow.
So
like
you tell
all
me
this.
we're gonna have Stranger
October.
Things and The Punisher, and then obviously all the CW shows come back. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then,
October, oh my
and then
lord.
November we're gonna have Thor Ragnarok and Justice League. The year's gonna end
Yes.
strong in the comic world.
December is Star Wars.
Oh my lord!
How?
I don't watch Star Wars, so I wouldn't know.
Let's not
What?
talk about. No, we've already talked about this before. It's-
Cue the roasting.
Okay.
I'm not bringing that up again.
Are we
I'm
still
not
talking
bringing-
about Punisher?
No, Tomb Raider.
Okay.
Ooh,
It
that
looks
good.
good. People are hating on it so much, and it gets me pissed off.
Why the internet hating?
I think they're hating on it because it's.
I agree with Eunice on
'cause
this
it's a
one.
video game.
All right, let's go one at a time. Meta, you first.
I like the trailer. I think people are hating on it because it's like a video game movie, and I
Mhm.
think that's the only reason they're hating on it. Because like Assassin's Creed didn't go too well, so
Mm-hmm.
I get what you mean by that, but like
Yeah.
there were literal comments saying, "Look at her body," and it got me like, I just felt like crushing
what do you
their
mean?
hands.
Oh my god, that's what people want.
Eunice
Gal
gets
Gadot.
triggered about body shaming because he looks like a giraffe. Listen.
Can we talk about James
I
Cameron
played.
again?
Can we please talk about James Cameron again? Listen.
No, about the body shape. He said Gal Gadot was too sexy to play Wonder Woman. or
I'm not
something
talking
like
about his comments. That's just a minefield. Anyway, back to Tomb Raider. I played Rise of Tomb Raider, right? Is that the rebooted version? And then I did not play the sequel to that new rebooted Tomb Raider, but I beat the first one of the rebooted, and it was
How was-
awesome. It was great.
Talking-
So
Not the game.
this movie, a lot of the trailer scenes are like shot for shot, very similar to the game itself. She looks just like the new version of Tomb Raider of
Yeah, she
Laura.
does.
I think it's Laura, not Lara. It's Laura Croft, and obviously,
Damn.
I forgot her name. Alicia Vikander is absolutely gorgeous. I've seen her in about 3 or 4 of the movies. One of them,
She's an
being one of my
Oscar-winning
favorite
actress
movies
too.
ever, is
She's-
Ex Machina, and she was the robot in that. Wonderful.
Oh, that's what it's from. Yeah.
And I've seen her in like a couple other things as well, like the Danish Girl, and
Yeah, that's
she
where
was
she
with
got her
Henry Cavill
Oscar.
and wannabe Army Hammer over there with the what was that? The spy movie they did. Man from Uncle.
Man from Uncle.
So I've seen her in those
That was
movies,
the
and she's
movie.
awesome. She's always awesome and gorgeous. So I'm excited to see her here. I think she's going to be awesome, and that's action role for her to do. Or Lara Croft. And
Yeah,
that looks
like-
up.
like
Oh
it
my
pans
God,
up,
you're
and it says,
alive!
It's Lara.
Danny Rand. I'm the immortal
Danny
Iron
Rand.
Fist.
Basically, right?
Oh god.
Like freaking.
I think
What
the-
was extra pedal on?
I think the trailer for Tomb Raider was actually pretty good, minus the unfinished CGI. What got me excited was Nick Frost and the guy from Into the Badlands. Oh, they both are.
Yeah, you're
but-
right. You're right. Nick
Those two have really good on-screen chemistry, so I'm excited to see that. Maybe if they're together in the movie.
I will bet I'll bet $50 right now on the podcast that scene with Nick Frost and her getting the guns is at the end of the movie. When she
I agree.
When she
I will bet
becomes,
$50
quote
on that
unquote,
one.
the Tomb Raider. That's because she's looking just like the video games right there, and then like the older games.
She's a good actress, and I think she can pull this role off. To be
Oh, I
honest,
love
it could be a bad movie,
Oh,
One
but
of my
it
favorite
could be.
actresses right now. She actually is for real.
Imagine,
It's like
video game cinematic universe. with like Tom Holland's Uncharted movie.
Yeah, these movies are
Please
gonna.
make that happen.
It's happening.
No.
I-
We have all these video game franchise movies, and then out of nowhere, a Super Smash Brother movie comes, and it's Battle Royale with all of them.
Yo, without us,
Dude, yes.
But first,
Eunice
we
would be in there.
we have to make some good superhero video game movies. Because
I
Assassin's
think-
Creed
okay.
didn't do it, neither did
what's
Warcraft.
Tom
I'm in
Injustice
the-
2?
is gonna be like crazy.
I'm in the minority around here with video game movies. I found Warcraft. I was saying Warcraft. I think Warcraft and Assassin's Creed were entertaining, but like
That's the
no,
best you can get with them.
yeah,
I thought
they're
they were
entertaining.
okay. I thought they were okay.
Yeah,
You want a good quality, like film, like all around, generally liked, not just
Mhm.
it was okay.
and like the guy who directed Assassin's Creed, good director, man. But I just
Mhm.
don't know what happened. And then it could be the same with
forgot his
Tomb
name.
Raider.
I swear to God, I
Yeah.
can't remember his name. It sounds something in my tongue.
Same. I think Tomb Raider has a chance to be a good movie, but we all said that with all the other video game movies. But what do I know?
Well, I was pretty on par with what was gonna happen with Warcraft. I looked at the trailer and I'm like, yeah, I think it's gonna do like this. And then when I watched it, I'm like, yep, it did exactly what I was expecting it to do. Like
The only-
Assassin's Creed, I never liked any of the trailers. I mean, I liked them to some degree because if you watch my reactions, I was like kind of excited. But like in the back of my mind, I'm like, something is odd about how it looks and like that. And I wasn't really sure, but I never really said too much about it. But I was a little let down by it, which kind of sucked. I was hoping for something more.
There's one video game movie that came out this year that actually made me throw up in the middle of it because of all the jump cuts, and that would be Resident Evil 5.
I didn't even see that.
If you guys ever,
I've hated that franchise since after 3.
yes, once you watch that movie, you will throw up. I am not joking. There's
It was
over
sick.
2,000 jump cuts within the first 2 acts.
I fell asleep. I did not go to the theater. I learned my lesson after 5.
You know the scene
When
with
5 came out, and someone was like, "Don't go see it. Don't go see it." And I'm like, "Well, I want to see it because I love the video games. I know the movies aren't good, but I want to." So I went to go see it, and I came back and I was like, "Dang it, this movie sucks." And I don't remember anything from 4 and 5. I still remember 1, 2, and 3, but I don't remember anything from 4 and 5. That's how bad and forgettable they were. Some people may say that 3 was just as bad, but I kind of liked a little bit of 3. But still,
You know the scene with Liam Neeson jumping over that fence, and it was really jump cutty?
Nope.
In Taken 3.
Oh yeah,
You ever
yeah,
seen-
you're right. Yeah, I remember that scene too. My
Imagine that scene, but dialed up to 100%. With like, I would say 100 more jump cuts. That's every scene in the Resident Evil movie, and I left the theater throwing
What
up
had more jump cuts,
because
that or Catwoman?
oh Jesus.
Yeah. So you watch
Death-
Catwoman and count the jump cuts in one like flip.
It's just jump cuts can only work in certain movies. Like if
It's all about how you
Bourne,
do it, you know?
yeah, you can't keep
Nothing
doing
beats
it. I
a
mean,
one
Bourne's.
shot, though. One shots are always the best. I love one shots.
Yeah, that's why I think Kingsman, with the one shot scene in the
Oh, my
in the
God.
church.
In the church. Not to mention
Jeez,
also
that was
Daredevil
beautiful.
season 1.
I just have to go see Kingsman.
Okay, we're gonna move on, guys. We got anything else for the Tomb Raider? We're gonna move on to the next trailer.
Let's move on.
Next,
Jumanji, guys. Who's excited?
I am.
actually,
Oh my
like-
god, it looks so good.
Like mad
I
people are hating on it, and like I'm actually pretty excited. Kevin Hart and The Rock never fail for me, unless it's Central
Oh
Intelligence.
yeah, they're
That's the
they're
only
an
time they were
amazing duo.
together.
only time.
No,
Yeah.
you serious?
Jack Black is amazing at this teenager girl. His like I don't know if you heard his voice. He sounds so good.
I can't even like right now. All right.
I can't even.
The Rock, great. Kevin Hart, great. Together, great-ish.
Oh yes.
The movie Central Intelligence itself, it was okay. But
You know what?
I liked
okay,
it.
so here's what I talked
I thought
about
it was funny.
in my reaction video for both trailers that have come out, and I said them both. I said this in both those videos. I said that I absolutely love the first one, and they're obviously not trying to get anywhere near the first one with this. They're doing that on purpose, so people should not complain about that. And
Ghostbusters.
that they're going such a different route. I get that, and honestly, I kind of laughed at some of the jokes, and I feel a little entertained by it. So I'm kind of interested in see where it's gonna go. I don't expect anything resembling the first movie, and no one should. So we should really just be open minded and see where they can go with this story, and not be so hasty to judge. But that's
when
the world we live in.
When I first heard the trailer came out, I watched a trailer and I was watching. I'm like, this is the worst trailer of all time. And I was watching the wrong one. I watched the international one. They showed scenes repeating themselves 5 times. And the only thing I got that was funny out of it was Kevin Hart, The Rock, and Jack Black.
That's basically the whole cast.
Pretty much, yeah. Like, those are the only 3 people who are going to remotely be funny in the movie. Because Jack Black, I find him funny.
He's really funny. I found Jack Black when I was younger at a Rite Aid.
Well, that's something.
That's no joke.
What
Eunice,
do you
you
say to him?
Nothing. No, I saw
loved you
him
in School of Rock.
It was a while back. I was still. I think I was
School of
a
Rock
kid.
is still one of my favorite movies.
Forgot
What was
There's a School of Rock in where I live.
What was the Jack movie where
It's awesome.
he was ginormous and there was tiny people?
Gulliver's Travels.
What's it called? Yeah.
Yeah.
Gulliver's Travels.
That was like what I watched as a kid, I think.
That was like
I don't know.
yesterday for you.
Damn. No, it was like
It's like
2011.
tomorrow for Eunice.
Damn.
Dang, got him. All right. If you and who those who watched my reaction, all 6 of you, you would see that I started laughing hysterically at the end of the recent trailer when this dude explodes out of nowhere.
Oh my god, it was
The
very,
cake
like,
is his weakness.
like-
Am I good?
Am I still black?
Am I still black? I was like, wow, it's good.
I laughed so much.
They kind of reminded me of The Flash, where Barry's like, so how do we know each other? And then Wally's like, we're brothers. And then he looks at himself. I don't know why. It kind of
Yes.
reminded me of that scene. That was what made it more funny for me.
Kind of does.
I think Central Intelligence with Kevin Hart and The Rock is very underrated.
That's pretty funny.
Because, Jumanji, you could really tell that they're bringing their full on-screen chemistry and off-screen chemistry to the big screen. You could tell.
Oh yeah, definitely. It's always been like
I remember watching all the behind-the-scenes videos that The Rock was
Yes.
posting on Instagram. They were
Yeah,
so funny when they were on
And the ones
set.
Kevin Hart made.
They're actually hilarious. Like they need to do like stand up or something together.
Get the fuck out of the way.
I don't walk. I'm so big. Drive me. I'm the Rock. I'm the biggest box office movie star.
Fucked up. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's enough.
I don't walk.
They're not supposed to go. The joke's not supposed to go on that long.
How the Rock walks. Drive me.
Let's see. This is what I got to deal with on Jumanji.
I hope those made it at the end of the movie for post-credit scenes, not post-credit scenes, but bloopers during the credits. They have a bunch of those. I hope.
They used to do those in old movies.
All right.
They did those a lot in old movies with the end credits.
Some movies still do it today, just not as many.
Okay, well, I got the description up for Runaways. After discovering After discovering their parents are supervillains in disguise, a group of teenagers band together to run away from their homes in order to atone for their parents' actions and discover their secrets of their origins. It's a Marvel show that is put on Hulu. And it airs...
When did it come out?
Yo, in the comics, isn't there like a giant red dinosaur?
I think there's a dinosaur.
I think so, yeah.
Yes, there is.
This show better be better than
Because
Inhumans.
I saw a comment earlier saying I'm just still waiting for the dinosaur.
That was me.
So, what are you guys' thoughts on the show? Do you think it'll be another Inhumans or not?
No,
I don't
Nah,
know.
because this cast is actually pretty decent. I mean, I don't know. I really just only know one actress in here,
Of course.
and
you
that's Jeannie Gardner.
Kind of
I
cool.
don't know any of the cast. I don't know much about the Runaways, but I don't really know how the show's gonna turn out.
Who actually has Hulu?
Me.
I do
Oh.
not.
I do not.
I mean, but come on, who's gonna really watch it on Hulu if you don't have it?
I will, if it comes out and I'm hearing it's good, I will get it.
Yeah.
I will
See, like
I've been wanting to get Hulu anyway, so.
I'm
the
definitely
problem
getting
with the Hulu though, like not a lot of people have it, and it's the same with that CBS All Access. Like for Star Trek, man, like not everyone's gonna get all this stuff, and they should just put it on Netflix or net TV. Like
It's not that
that'd
simple.
be better.
It's not that simple because you can't
I'm
just
getting
like
the DC streaming service.
no, and Disney's doing it too. You can't be like, oh, just put it on Netflix because it'll be easy for everybody else. No, because as a
Yeah, you got
studio and
rights.
as a company, you're like, there's money in the streaming service, so why loan out our stuff and only get partial of the profits when we can, as a studio, make our own streaming service and get all of the profits for ourselves?
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Logic.
That's
I mean,
logic.
I understand
That's-
that.
So you can't.
I just-
It's a business. That's where it comes in. That's where you gotta look at it like.
Yeah, I mean, I
Also-
understand. I'm just,
The
I don't know.
That's the same reason why people are like, why doesn't Marvel just buy this? Why doesn't Sony just give Spider-Man back or Fox
But
give X-Men back?
Money.
Because if you were that company, would you do that? Oh, no,
Hey, it's like
probably not.
it's like
Well,
giving
there
up
you go.
Logan for for MCU. I mean, that's literally losing your biggest
millions of
character.
dollars.
Yeah, people are like, everyone asks, why doesn't Fox just give back the Fantastic Four? Would you?
Even though I wish
All
they
right
would,
then.
I understand.
Exactly. Like, would you? No. Then there you go. Then you don't answer because that's a franchise. Even though you suck at it, eventually you'll probably get it. So
Suck is an understatement,
whatever, you blow at it.
but I digress.
All right.
Like,
That's what she said.
That was good. That was good. All right. So what do we got next here? I lost the
he's
list.
doing the same thing with the streaming service with Young Justice and Titans.
DC, Young Justice, Titans. Hopefully, CW shows will be on there too.
There's gonna be some other. There's probably some original ones as well.
Yeah, it's not gonna be. Like
Yeah,
just
I'm
two
pretty
shows.
sure all DC movies and TV shows will be on there.
Yeah.
There's also someone. I think there's gonna be a Hawk and Dove spin-off. Maybe.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
They should do a Howard
Alan
the Duck
Richardson's
show
a pretty-
on a show, on a
pretty-
streaming
Yeah.
service.
Speaking of Hawk and Dove and that Teen Titans thing that's coming on, we now
Oh,
have a Teen
God.
Titans Go film coming
Yeah.
out.
Oh
y'all.
man.
Are
All right,
you
guys,
all
it was nice talking to you
excited?
guys. I'm gonna have to leave.
Now, what was the date? What was the release
What?
date on
Oh,
this
man.
on this piece of trash?
All right, so
Apparently,
this is
apparently everyone thinks it's really good.
July 28th, 2018 is Teen Titans Go, the animated children's cartoon, like churlish cartoon, based
That could
off
always-
the comic and also kind of based a little bit off the more recent Teen Titans TV show that was right before this one. That was a great TV show. Now they have this little thing for kids. And I mean,
Now
it's-
Aquaman's not alone anymore in 2018.
Yes, it is.
man.
WB probably saw like
Don't
Flash's
play that.
script and was like, "Get this weak shit out of here. Give me like
What?
Go
You know,
right
what
now."
if they did it? You know, Marvel, they have the animated Spider-Man movie. Maybe they did it to
But
compete
that's
with that.
an
Yeah,
this is
that's
Teen
what I was-
Titans
That's
Go.
actually tied in though.
Like if it was Teen Titans, I would be okay. But this is
I'd
Go.
be very happy. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the only good episode, or the only good thing that show ever did was in the one episode where they basically trash on their own show. Where like
Oh, yeah.
we can't go
Yes,
back to
that was
they
the
can't
only
like we
good
can't go
thing.
back.
They were
There's
watching,
also-
weren't they like watching the old show, the old
Yes.
version of the show?
There was an episode. There was a Young Justice crossover.
Yeah, I
You
saw
guys-
that with Aqualad.
Yeah. So
Okay, I read an
I just-
article about. I read an
There's a lot-
article about why Teen Titans Go is perfect for the big screen, and said that it's Cartoon Network's like most popular show, and they show it 23 or 24 hours of the day.
It's just Cartoon Network's not a good channel anymore. I mean, we
It's
all
really
used to
not.
watch their shows all the time, but like
Young
now it's not
Justice,
good
Teen
anymore.
Titans.
Yeah.
and
I hate Teen Titans Go with a fiery passion, and now it's getting
Mhm.
a movie.
like little.
The
kids
only
actually-
thing that can compare to being that bad is the Emoji Movie.
Or
Emoji
Or
Movie.
Grant
Grant
Forstick.
Forstick.
No, okay, don't even talk about that movie. That movie was actually decent at times. First
Okay.
half was good.
Right?
Alright,
Then it
bye,
got-
guys.
and then
It's
it
been
back.
fun.
I saw Fan Stick on the premiere,
Grant
and the
Forstick.
theater was empty.
Dang.
I remember you posted about it, right? When you still had your Instagram when you saw it.
Yeah, that was so long ago. How do you remember that, Oh, wait, what? bro? That was back
Nothing.
in
I watched
Okay, anyway,
and I fell asleep 3 times in that movie.
I like the beginning. I'm gonna be honest. I love the cat.
No, it had moments. At least the first half had some good moments going into it, but
The ending was quite awful.
oh god.
Did you guys know?
Guys, I have a name for us. It's In Cut.
Oh, I see what you did there.
Nice. All right, so
Might just kill
let's
myself.
move on forward, guys. We already talked about.
Okay.
We actually just skipped a couple of topics just so we can talk about that. But let's go back. Tom Welling wants to go on the TV show for The Flash. Now, Tom
Yes.
Welling, who played Clark Kent and aka Superman on the amazing TV show Smallville.
Smallville.
So
I never watched
has
it.
recently
Kill
talked
me.
about how he had the chance to go on, I guess, to be Superman on Supergirl's show, and he actually
Yeah.
thought about it and declined it because he said it would not fit, it would not work, and to a certain degree, he is pretty on point with that. It would not fit, it wouldn't work. The show's
Continuity wise, it
different,
would have worked.
but he wouldn't be the same Clark Kent as he was on that show. He'd be a different version of Clark Kent. But whatever, he said no, it's his right. He's an American. So
Yeah.
now he's talking about he actually wants to do the Flash, and he has a really cool way of how he could do it. He hasn't really said that he'd be playing Superman though. He just said
Yes.
But I'm pretty sure. he'd be
No,
similar to someone
his
who plays
idea
Superman
was that
probably.
Flash would like accidentally cross over to the Smallville universe. Like he wants a Smallville universe, not just like him.
Oh.
See what I
that
want
would make
in
sense.
that.
The Smallville universe. Too.
Have
Because
you
wait,
guys?
he's in Lucifer or
Yeah,
right?
he's on Lucifer right now.
Yeah, Lucifer. Yeah.
See, I never watched Smallville until like years after it was aired, so I never got into it. I thought it was really bad at first, and then I watched it. I'm like, oh, it's amazing, you know.
I've only seen like clips.
You're missing out.
Yeah.
You're missing out.
Yeah, and
Batman's
I've heard.
in
I'm
that.
definitely gonna start watching it soon, like my next break.
And see, like the actor that plays Lex Luthor in that, perfect. Yeah,
Yeah,
he
no,
was a
Michael
good Lex
Rosen,
Luthor.
but I've seen like clips, bro. He is insane.
He's great. No, I watched
Yeah.
the whole series. Actually, no, that's
Now
a lie.
he's-
I watched most of the series and I ended up falling out towards the end, and then went back and watched a bunch of it. But the show's great, and
That's what.
What was
basically,
better?
what would we want him to do to be on the Flash? The answer is yes.
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 Great.
Definitely.
Moving on. Michelle Williams joins Venom.
I'm staying out of this one because I don't know who she is. I know who she is, but like I'm not a big fan of hers.
Venom is still a thing.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, it is.
She's gonna be like a love interest for Eddie Brock.
Yeah, he has a love interest
And
if you watch
she's
the
like an accountant.
90s animated movie show.
Guys, I got one question. Did they ever confirm that it was Eddie?
Yes.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
did.
Mhm.
Okay, I thought everybody was speculating, and then
I'm
someone's
mad,
gonna
though.
come out and just be like, "Ha, psych." No.
You thought.
Actually,
I'm mad that Tom Hardy was casted as Venom. I mean, like, good casting. I love Tom Hardy, but I just Wolverine is his choice. That's my choice for him.
Yeah, man,
But I can
really
see
like
him.
him as
Yeah.
Wolverine.
Okay, I finally looked it up. Okay, now I knew I recognized her and I couldn't place where she was from. And that's because I just saw a movie with her like a month or two ago. It was Manchester by the Sea. She was in that.
Great movie.
Yeah, it was
That
alright.
sounds familiar.
It was very slow paced for me.
I like
I get
slow-paced
it. Dramas
movies at
are
times.
not action movies, so I get the slow pacing. But I felt like it was taking too
You
long
want
to really
us-
get to where it was wanting to go.
And
Yeah.
then
Okay.
Cameron Monaghan. He should
Cameron
play
Monaghan as
Carnage.
Carnage. Yes, that's what I'm
Thank
saying.
I
you.
mean,
Oh my
Cameron
goodness.
Monaghan
I can
next
see
to
him as
Tom
Carnage,
Hardy,
but the thing is,
guys.
it's right next to Tom Hardy.
Come
doesn't
on,
fit.
it
You
just
put
doesn't
Cameron
work.
That
next
is-
to Tom Holland, and I can see Carnage.
Okay, but have you seen
But you put
Shameless?
Cameron next to Tom
I
Hardy.
haven't seen Shameless.
No, I know what you're talking about. He can definitely pull it off, but he'll look like a Twinkie next to Tom Hardy. It just wouldn't work.
Problem is, casting
Ready? I
Carnage
got
is
it.
like-
I know who should be Carnage. Bill
Venom.
Skarsgård.
What?
It.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Honestly, yes.
That's actually a really good idea.
Because
That's a
like
good Carnage.
Swish. Nothing but net.
he probably
Fantastic
won't
on point.
Joker.
Am I the only one here now? I know this. That he is going. He should play the younger Joker, but yeah, I think him playing as Carnage is a better idea.
Yeah, because then he's playing two clowns,
Yeah.
and it's
Playing Joker isn't gonna work because that will
If you're
mess
gonna
with
ask
the-
me to
that'll
help
mess
me
People
with
choose
wanted-
Carnage or Joker,
People
I'm gonna give
wanted my
Carnage.
Reverse Flash fan cast, Michael C. Hall, and he would be crazy good because he played a serial killer in Dexter. But
what?
You
like,
don't want to
He's a
typecast.
Joker.
You don't want to typecast people from one clown to another. No, but if you give him from It to Carnage, I'm down.
Bill Skarsgård needs to like either the DCU or the MCU. Or
I think Bill Skarsgård
well, Venom
creepy.
isn't in the MCU,
it is or it
isn't?
anything.
It's-
Ask Amy Pascal.
What are you
again,
talking
shall we?
about?
Yeah,
What'd you say?
Amy Pascal.
he knows what's up.
See, the problem with Venom is the fact that like it's not. It's I would say 12% in Marvel. It's barely there.
12%.
I mean, yeah. See, that's
Nice.
you see.
What
like,
if it's
the-
13%?
then I will legit never like Marvel ever again because no.
I just don't know how they're gonna have Venom without Spider-Man.
Exactly. And then what Black Cat
And
and
then
Silver
the Black
Sable,
Cat-
like
Yeah,
that makes sense.
What?
Don't
And they're
forget
bringing-
about Mysterio and Craven.
Craven is the only other one I can see. Craven's the only other one. You can have him because he's a unique character.
I
No, but
love Craven.
I want them in the MCU, especially Mysterio and Craven.
I mean, we could still have that Sinister Six movie coming out. Let's do that.
Scorpion.
I
Oh
was
wait,
never
did
with
you hear
that.
something? I heard Suicide Squad 2. That's what Sinister Six is.
Okay.
We talked about it last
That's enough
podcast.
of that.
Back like on
That
that.
already has a director and a release date.
And
You know what?
Flash-
Meanwhile, Flash doesn't have nothing except half a cast.
Flash has Flashpoint.
WB.
Like, and Joker v. Harley is happening.
Yeah.
I would take the Flash over any of those
And
movies. To
that
be
Joker
honest,
origin movie is already going into production slowly. They just turned in the
Yep.
script. Where happened to Flash?
Flash
Where's
has-
that going out?
you know what's funny? They announced that like 4 weeks ago that the Joker is going to get his own movie.
All right.
They're
Flash
doing the
is
exact
out,
same
guess
thing with
what, 3
Suicide
years?
Squad.
Guess
Suicide
what?
Squad took 6 weeks to write.
Here's
That's
what's
4
gonna
weeks
happen.
to write.
Here's
It
what's
was
gonna
written
happen.
and
Justice
then
League is gonna
they
come out.
rewrote it.
And if we believe the reports, everyone's gonna love the Flash, and then his movie is gonna get fast tracked. No pun intended. All right, that's what's gonna happen.
That's
The movie's
easy
gonna
to
come out. Everyone's gonna love Flash, and his movie's gonna be shot out in 2 years. Don't even worry about it, Eunice. All right, it's coming.
That's not really fast tracking. That's
Listen, I'll be
still
finished
going
with high
slow.
school.
Yeah,
Right.
Well,
exactly.
dude, okay, so in a year and a half, because it's gonna be the end of the year already for us when Justice League comes out. So by the end of
Are
this
we gonna
year,
talk
by
about
the end of
other
this
things now?
year, you'll be getting some Flash news and some confirmed dates for filming by summer
I
next
doubt
year.
it.
I just wish we got that solo film first before
For
Flashpoint.
Flash. Me
Me
too.
too.
Flashpoint should be the trilogy ender, not the starter. As a
Oh, they're gonna cut Iris West, Lex Luthor. No, man, the Lex Luthor has to be there. He is literally the only person that knows Darkseid's coming.
Yeah,
Maybe besides Batman.
And
there-
cut.
there was a photo Zack Snyder had of a storyboard, and Lex Luthor had a scene with Slade Wilson.
He's
Yep.
on the
Yeah, I saw
the
that.
one ship. Okay, anyway, back to Venom.
What's up?
Luthor's gotta be in it.
Mm-hmm.
Got to be.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Anything else on Venom?
No, we're done with that. We talked enough about it.
Okay.
So next topic, guys, we have It. The sequel has a release date for 2019. We're getting
September 6th.
September 6th. We need to get these kids back for flashbacks and stuff like that, which is already confirmed to be going on. All the kids are returning for more flashback stuff. But I want to know who are they going to cast for the adults. That's the biggest thing. And we
I
already
wonder
have
if the fan cast post a couple days ago. I figured who was on there though.
There was a fan cast post I saw. It was pretty good.
There's
Yeah.
been tons of them, and the kids themselves have even said who they want to be like the older version themselves. But
Hold on, let me
honestly, I
check.
don't really. I'm not gonna go too much into fan casting so much, but I just want to see who's gonna happen because I'm reading the book right now, and
The book's so good.
There's like a bunch of A-list actors.
the
But I
book is
feel-
a lot. It's a lot. It's just I'm reading it, and it's like every small piece of object that's in the room gets a backstory. All right, so it's a lot.
Jose, for the book, you know how when's the kids set up? When do they set apart? What time period? Again, I can't remember. Is it the 80s or the
1958
60s?
And 1980 something.
See, the problem with that is they put the kids in the 80s. 27
In the
years
movie
later, it's for the movie. But now in the sequel, it's gonna be 2019. You know, that's gonna be a problem because it's gonna be modern day.
Is it?
I mean,
89, The movie takes place in
Yeah,
1988,
89, 88, 88, and 89.
Yeah.
So that
mhm.
means in 27 years, it's going to be what? I'm bad at
Like
math.
2018, 2017, something. 2019. Sorry.
Really, like 27 years would be like 2016.
While Patchy pulls himself together, let's see how SpongeBob's party is shaping up.
Yeah, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be still a little bit in the past. It's
Yeah.
gonna be, I heard
It's
it's
just-
like 2015, but it's like
Yeah,
That's my only problem
It's basically
with
like
it,
30
because-
years forward.
I think it's 2016. So
Yeah, 2016
Ah.
from 1989.
But did you guys like the movie It in general? Like, did you think it was like a
The new one?
masterful movie? Yeah. Like, do you think it was as good as everyone made it out
Oh
to be?
god, I loved it. I saw it 2 or 3 days ago. I loved it so much.
Yeah.
I
Like,
horror movies, and I actually love this.
I'm not a fan of
see,
horror
I
movies,
didn't.
but I like this one. I loved it.
It wasn't as scary as I wanted it to be. But the
Yeah,
one
it-
scene that always gets me is the refrigerator scene.
yeah,
Because the music key when he does that weird arm movement when he's walking towards
yeah, when he's like walking in, like just kind of like
Oh, that
still
freaks me out.
twisting and all that.
and he's like time to float. I'm like, oh no, I'd be out of
That's
there.
one of the. That's probably my favorite
Okay,
scene.
okay.
And that was actually
Mhm.
the first scene that they filmed with Pennywise, and that's the first time the kids on set saw him as Pennywise.
Besides
Yeah.
Georgie, but
All right,
Actually-
my favorite scene is the
But
one towards
that
the
was-
end where
well, I
Pennywise.
think the Georgie scene was not the first thing they filmed, though. I'm just saying that's like the.
oh
first
yeah,
time.
you're right. I'm wrong. You're
So
right.
that was the first time
actually.
they ever saw him, and he had to do that
Yeah.
scene with the kid, and he had to be like doing that whole stuff. And apparently
The
the kid
scene
was like
was-
crying, all that stuff. And then the moment
Mhm,
they yell
'cause-
cut, the kid's like, "That was awesome."
And then I approach him and I scream in his face, and we're doing the scene, and he's crying and gagging and doing this whole thing. And I'm like, back to the back of my head as we're shooting it, I'm like, oh my God, I'm traumatizing this child.
Yeah.
Like, what am I doing? You know? And then they say, you know, they yell cut, and I go, like, are you okay, Jack? He goes, love what you're doing. I love what you're doing with the character. I love what you're doing with the character.
That's pretty much
I
it.
love Jimmy Kimmel.
The,
funny.
the only jump scare that really got me was the scene
the lady
after.
with the flute.
No, it was when she was in the bathroom and she was
Yes, and he
walking.
like popped up right behind him.
Like that just got me. I did not.
Yeah,
see it.
that's the only one that got me.
Like Pennywise.
Actually,
throat.
the one thing that actually the one thing that really grossed me out was the scene when the Jewish kid. I'm losing their names today.
Oh, I know what
Stanley.
you're talking.
Yeah, Stanley. When he was getting his
That's
face
not-
sucked by
Yeah,
the
that.
flute lady, that was nasty. I was out of there.
Psycho. And he kind of shakes it off by the end of the movie, like, that wasn't something that was going on a few hours ago.
Like,
how do you function after that? And if you read the book, it does not function
I don't
so well
know.
after that. But
My favorite scene in the movie is one towards the end where Pennywise he has Bill, and Richie's like, "I told you, Bill. I freaking told you."
Yeah.
Brought me into this
That
crack
was
house
some- that was
after I
great-
killed this freaking clown.
Yo,
Oh my
I'm
god!
sorry,
I
but
found my
when-
chair crying.
When he
I
got
love-
cast as Richie, because I never read the book until I'm reading it now. But when he got
Well-
cast as Richie, people were worried that he was not going to be, even though people liked him in Stranger Things, he does not come across like a smart. He doesn't come out like a smart aleck kind of kid where he's just always talking trash mouth Richie, you know. And
He was my
Yeah.
favorite part.
because when you see him in Stranger Things, he's nothing like that. But when he nailed it in this movie,
He was fantastic. Oh my
He
god, I
stole
was
the show.
crying.
Oh, Stranger Things comes out in barely a month.
I think it's
I
like,
know.
what, October 27th.
Yo, one of his best lines was like, "Can only virgins see the shit?"
Yeah,
Like-
exactly. Oh my god.
no. What was the part where he's like,
Dude, my-
I can't believe I drew the short straw. If this is a dick measuring contest, I'd win.
Yeah.
All of his scenes were amazing. He's my
I
favorite part.
No, but I think the part I laughed the hardest was not it was with Eddie when he's like, "This is a gazebo." And he
Yeah.
just smashed everything.
Him and A were my favorite. He's like, there's an AIDS epidemic if you didn't know that.
Oh my god!
It's like, I'm a freaking asthma attack.
Crowd was laughing. All right,
Yo, wait. The ending with Georgie, when I thought that was for real Georgie for a second.
yeah, they really paused it for a second. I remember hearing
I always
somebody
thought it
behind me
was.
like, "Was that his real brother?" Like, just shot him in the head.
I was like, oh,
oh my
that-
god.
I'm like,
Mhm.
shit, he killed his brother.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You know, one thing I didn't really want to get this into a review of it. One thing that I felt like the movie did not describe well enough, or I just felt like it felt like it was too random how the clown would show up to these random people, and was just terrorizing them, and it would leave. And in the book, it's explained a little bit better, but even in the book, it feels like a little bit random when he just randomly shows up. But he's not in the book. He's not targeting these specific kids. He's just targeting people and mostly just kids in general. A lot of kids are dying in the book, and it goes to them, and then it goes back to the main kids again as they're slowly encountering it. And I felt like in the movie, it felt like a little rush as to how he would just show up and it would not be there, and he would come back and then leave again. And I just wanted to see some more better explained as to his reasoning, pretty much, or not his reasoning, his a method to the madness, basically.
There was a deleted.
Go ahead.
Of his backstory. Pennywise.
I mean, I'm getting his backstory now in the book, and it still makes no sense. Something about alternate dimension creature and a giant turtle, but that's slowly coming along.
I saw a post earlier today. It says, at the end of the movie, the kids realize that Pennywise needs fear to feed. If that's the case, then why did he go out of his way to gain Georgie's trust at the beginning?
It's just looking at him closer. Okay, so here's the thing. From what I understand with it, by putting fear in his food, it's like making it sweeter.
Yeah.
And also, it makes him stronger.
Riverdale's nothing like.
So that way, if he's facing you and you're like getting braver in front of him, which is why he didn't like Beverly and why he didn't kill her, was because she wasn't afraid of him anymore. She faced her fear, which was her father. So
Yeah.
that's how he kind of works with him.
She killed him.
And that's the only reason these kids can destroy this monster is because they stop being afraid of him as they grew together in the group. If he gets them individualized, it's easier for him. If they're in a group and they're not afraid of him, he gets really weak.
The two things that I have to say about it, one good thing and one bad thing. The thing is, the good thing with the Georgie scene in the very beginning.
Gonna get you tonight.
I'm gonna say it anyway.
Oh, no fear.
See the scene with Georgie.
Mm-hmm.
When I watched it beforehand, I saw it online. I didn't expect it to be that graphic, and I felt the pain with Georgie. Like I was like, "Oh my god, this poor kid." The only other scene,
crying, like yeah.
The only other time I felt pain for a character was Glenn from Walking Dead.
It's because it's a small child who just gets arm ripped off and the kid's crying.
I thought he was pretty.
It's a lot for the first 5 minutes of the movie. And in the book, his body he bleeds out and his body stays there. In the movie, the body gets dragged out. So it makes me wonder, why did Bill see his brother without the arm? He would have not known the arm was missing. Unless it was more like just for effect. Anyway, what's next? Let's see here.
Crossover.
Mm-hmm.
CW crosses over. All right, so
Eunice, take the lead.
No, hold on. Let me say this. All right, so next topic. Okay, so next topic we have right here is the CW has now announced their new crossover 4-part episode with all their CW shows, and it's called Crisis on Earth X. Obviously about Crisis on Infinite Earth, but their own version of it with all their CW TV shows all crossing over again. Eunice, tell me everything you know about it.
All right, so it's like, okay, Crisis on Earth X. Earth X means Earth 10. And Earth 10 is where the Nazis won World War II. And so basically Flash is Blitzen, Arrow is a Nazi, then there's this other Archer who we don't know who he is, but my money's on Roy.
I know he is. No, it was confirmed today that's Prometheus.
It was confirmed that it was Prometheus?
Yeah, he's the
Oh
second,
my god, yeah, it
Archer.
was.
But it's not Just Segura, like the actor who plays him. So it's like a different person under the mask.
So stupid. Jeez. Alright, so yeah, so they're all basically, I guess,
Dark
they're villains. Okay, just call them villains. They're Nazis. They're villains. So then they all cross over. They crash into like Iris and Barry's wedding, and then it starts from there. There's gonna be 2 weddings and 1 funeral.
Long live West Allen.
And if it's Olicity, I don't think it's gonna be Olicity. Because I think that's what they want everybody to believe that it is, but it's not gonna be
Who else
Olicity.
would it be?
Who else?
I think it might be
It could be
Nate.
Sandverse.
No, I think it's Nate. No, Sandverse is done. That the actress is leaving.
Vixen and Citizens.
Vixen and
No, I think-
Citizen Steel.
I think it'd be too early for that.
No, like the actress literally said she's leaving.
For Vixen?
No, for what is it called? For Sandverse.
Yeah, Sandverse. Yeah, I'm saying I think it'd be too early for Vixen and Citizen Steel to get married.
I mean, I guess it would be, but like, I mean, they keep saying that it's gonna like mess with the continuity, but they already messed with so much stuff that like President Vixen that we saw in Arrow last season just like it just doesn't even.
The one who has our own TV show.
Yeah.
Speaking of the animated TV show, we now have the Ray is going to be joining as well. The Ray is from Free Fighters. He's the Ray was introduced as a gay superhero on the CW Seed animated series, and he'll now be making his live action debut, like Vixen did a few seasons ago. He'll be played by Russell Tovey, who is also a gay actor himself. And yeah, that's pretty much all going on. We got a new superhero joining.
He was in Quantico, and I really liked him. He's always like that guy that doesn't trust anybody, but he does shit for himself, and that's what I liked. I hope he's something like that on the Legends team. Like he doesn't trust anybody, but like he just, he's just shady a little bit.
Pretty sure the Ray was actually like a new comic book character.
The Ray?
Yeah.
I don't think he is. I think he's been around. I think he's been around for a while.
Oh yeah, no, maybe yeah.
No, he's been around for like a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oh, by the way, like I'm pretty sure we all knew this, but the CW Crisis poster confirms that that Mr. Terrific, Wild Dog, and Black Canary all survived.
Oh yeah. But there's also like Diggle and stuff. They're not on it.
Diggle's not dead, man. Diggle as a kid who just got
No. He's not in it, but I do think that Earth X, if they're not on the poster, Earth X, like the people from Earth X kidnapped them, and that's why they go to Earth X to get them.
Or they're just
what starts
a face on the poster.
Nah, they would easily find a way to put them in, but they did try to like they were inspired by a comic cover in Justice League. I forgot the exact issue, but
it was like Justice Society versus Justice League or something.
I don't remember exactly.
Yeah, I think it was. Oh, Eunice. Okay, Captain Cold's coming back for the
he
crossover.
is.
What do you say?
Well, I mean, why do they keep killing him and then bring him back? Like, why did they even put the Rogues into the Legends in the first place? I'm not gonna get into this. This is all totally different.
Are we excited? Yes or no?
Yes.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Guess what? What was the question?
I'm excited.
Are we excited about the crossover?
Hell no.
Wow.
Okay.
Nah. The first time when I saw it, I just immediately thought Crime Syndicate, and I was like losing my mark.
Oh, like this crossover was hinted at in the first Supergirl and Flash crossover, where he's like Barry's like explaining like the
where they're all
Nazis. Like, where Nazis won World War II.
Oh, yeah.
Or where they're all evil Crime Syndicate. So yeah, they tease a lot.
Both. Yeah.
So it looks like we're all on board with that. So we have one topic left because we also were talking about Predator, but I'm like, nah, I want to talk about Predator. So let's talk about the Watchmen. It's gonna get their own TV show. It looks like HBO has officially ordered a pilot for the Watchmen, and looks like it's actually moving forward. And then basically, I was gonna ask you, how excited are you guys on this? Liam, you go first.
Well, I'm excited, but I just want to know: is it a prequel, sequel?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah. I don't know.
It depends. I can be hyped, but it just depends on who the cast members are. To be honest.
For me, it's about the story they're doing. Like, I really hope it's on the same one they did for Zack Snyder's movie.
We're all excited to see where that can go, and we'll watch it when it airs. Yes or no?
Yep.
Yes.
So that's all the topics, guys, that we talked about for news. Now we actually want to do a quick little segment about talking about basically Instagram and what we do on Instagram, because a lot of people are always messaging us asking for tips and tricks of how do we grow followers, how do you keep followers, how do you post content every day, what do I talk about, all that stuff. And then we also want to talk a little bit about how Instagram's terms and conditions are and their amazing customer support that doesn't exist. So I don't even know where to begin. DC Marvel Unite. Liam, you and I have a lot to talk about with this subject.
Okay, but Instagram disabled my account for a week, and I actually
week. Oh my god.
oh, a whole week. No, but like I thought it was gone forever. But like, so I had to keep emailing them. I had to send them a picture of myself with a code, and I did it. I kept emailing them like every single day, and eventually I woke up one morning. Actually, no. I got my account back when I was at work.
I kept calling yo, it's back up. It's back up, and you just didn't answer.
I like ran into the washroom, and I just like I did a
Called
post.
a bathroom. In Canada, they call it a washroom. Gets me mad.
I was like, I just did a post. I'm like, I'm back, baby, and then I was like, oh god, it was like one of the best days, because I was like,
oh, that bad. It does feel good, doesn't it?
I was for like yes.
All right. So Liam is a story of how it can hopefully work for you. For me, it never works like that. I've had an account where it was at 23,000 followers. This is about a year or two ago. That got taken down. I started a new one. It eventually grew to 130,000 followers. That got taken down by Instagram for some who knows what reason. Because they don't tell you. Instagram does not tell you. Then I had 125,000 followers. That one got hacked, and I was not able to get my account back because Instagram did not care to even try to find out what really happened. Because it's just Instagram's support system is an automated system. It does not ask you interesting questions like a human being would ask, and look at the evidence as to why you were hacked. It's like, do you have this information? No, because it was changed because it's. Oh, well, that's too bad for you.
I actually feel your pain.
Then just now, recently, my most recent account was at almost 70,000 followers, and then it got taken down from Instagram for again. Now I really have no idea why. It was giving me no radio. And now I'm at 20,000 followers, guys. Just going my way.
Fast though.
Yeah, I'm going fast, but you know what? It's always over and over again. Eunice, what was my reaction when you told me my most recent account was taken down? What did I say?
Like, I called him, and then he was like, "Oh, for real?" I was like, "Yeah," and then he was like, "Oh, okay." I was like, "What are you talking about?"
You only take so many times before you just stop caring. You're like, I figured it would.
It's a
guy was not fazed at all. He's like nothing. He's like, "Oh, okay."
Like, for real, the way I got it back, they needed so much of my information. Like, they needed
They had you go run around in circles for over and over for like a week or two, right?
Yeah, they needed info like what was my first username, my second, third. So that's what I had to send them, and like it was crazy.
Let's not talk about that so much anymore. Let's talk about the good stuff about Instagram and building followers.
Yes,
some tips and tricks that people always ask us. So, the top three tricks, the top three things I could tell somebody. Number one, you have to know your content. That's number one. And know your content and know your followers. What you're gonna draw. Because if you know what you're aiming for, then you can hit it. Number two, consistency.
Yeah.
And I guess I don't know if number three would be originality or it would be creativity. It's one of the two.
Yeah.
Both.
You know, there's this that I learned like this year. It can be cringy at times, but you should always like ask a question in your post because it gets.
Always have a caption.
Yeah, always have like a question in your caption, like asking
more responses.
You get that's how you get.
You want to build a community. You want to build a fan base, but also a community that also communicates with each other. You know, get the conversation going. That helps make the individual posts more active in each individual one, which causes them to be more on explore pages. Also, hashtags are your best friend.
Yes, I always use like at least
hashtags,
10, like between 10 and like 13 hashtags.
Now,
I always have a caption.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
but also
if you repost something, always give credit every single time.
Yes.
If you steal content, you are bound to get caught.
Yo, I actually have I got so much respect for like Eunice and Jose because you guys actually built like an actual fan base for yourself. Like you guys had Eunice or whatever. You guys had fans come up to you at con.
Yeah.
Like that.
I want that to happen to me so bad.
That is
face reveal pretty soon.
You know what I feel the worst is when people message us after the con and be like, "Yo, we saw you guys, but we were so nervous to talk to you." There was a guy who apparently messaged us or put it on his story and tagged us, so we both saw it. that he was standing behind us in line, and he still didn't say hi
Yep.
to us
But
because they were nervous. And I'm like,
And-
why? Anyway, another good tip is also to make friends. Yeah, with pages that are bigger than you, that's great. But the best tip is to make friends with pages that are your level, and then that way you guys, like me and Eunice were doing when we were both in our 60,000 followers.
We were 60s all the way up to
That's where I am
130,
right
then you
now.
got.
Yeah, we were going back and forth. That's when we first started connecting. Was when we were both in like 65,000 followers, and then we just started going up together.
Immunists.
And that's when we started the rivalry too.
Odd.
And it
I
basically,
was-
and I've done it with Heroes Daily back when when he was like in 20,000 followers and I was 20. With Marvelous Jokes as well.
Whoa.
Them, and then through posting their content, then us posting our content, or like there was a whole little before I started the rivalry with Eunice. I would do like a mashup war where I would basically
Yes.
like do with Hero Daily or with Marvelous Jokes. We were like basically bashing each other with funny videos, basically sharing the community, creating a community is what we were trying to do, and it was working. And that's what me and Eunice did. Now we have our own little thing going.
I think another big thing is original content. Like honestly, with my account, I've never reposted like other people's like I've reposted like art and stuff, but like I try to make all my content like look like mine. Eunice does that too. Like it's
Yeah.
So you
You
steal
guys are the
stuff.
best at
I
doing
used to do that all the time. That was the way. That's how I did it for 2 years or 3 years. And then one day I'm just like, I don't care anymore. I just repost other people's stuff, and I also have
repost
my
a
own
lot
stuff.
now.
But like, I'm
A lot
more
of
like a central hub. Like you have your way of doing and your topics. Eunice has his topics, and I'm just more like a central hub of memes and news, and also like my YouTube and stuff like that. Like that's what I feel comfortable doing.
Yeah.
Make your
Yeah.
page your
Yeah,
own.
I mean-
don't copy what other people are doing. Be original.
When I started out my account, I only followed a certain amount of people. I follow Superhero Feed, comicbook.com, whatever you want to call them.
Oh,
Bro,
They were so
God.
bad.
Oh,
But then I
God.
followed you, Jose, and then like I asked like, hey, how do I join this mashup war? And create your own account, and then it did, and then you asked me to admin on your account, and I did that one post of something, and like it exploded your page for a little bit, and then I started my own page, and then
Sorry, Juke. No, I'm kidding. I don't remember what happened.
I remember that I expanded myself after adminning on your account, and then I got like only like 100 followers within a year, so
Okay, that's another thing. Doing this on Instagram or YouTube, wherever you do it on, it's gonna take a lot of time.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
It takes. I I got 2 jobs and I go to school, and I still do this and YouTube videos. You kidding me? Like I don't have time for nothing. I don't sleep. I don't sleep.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Gain to 30 followers was harder than gain to 30,000 followers.
Yeah, you're right. The first 100 is always the hardest.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
the first like 3 months are the hardest of the entire account.
that's
First
true.
100 When you're
No
brand
problem
new,
with-
no connection to nobody, no
relate.
nothing. You just started the page. It's the first 100 are the hardest. If you don't know
I
what
was
you're
at-
doing and you're just learning on the spot for the first time,
I was blown away when my account got disabled, and then I made my backup account, and people started that hashtag like "Bring back
Yeah.
DC Marvel." I was
I've been
blown.
there.
Oh, fam, I was on top of that. I was
The
pissed.
amount of support was crazy. Like I didn't even know, but apparently,
Oh, dude, I was
Well,
demon Instagram like, bro, bring him back.
yeah.
I got tons of those. Trust me. Tons
Yeah.
of those hashtags. Blur
They
Vision
come
said
in-
having him too.
When Blur got taken out, I almost killed myself. I swear.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. That was a sad day.
It was.
It's
I remember
tricky. Instagram is
me and Nerdy Hero. We were on Skype on doing the podcast, and then I realized trying to tag him, I couldn't find his name, and then we called him in the middle of the night, and he woke up in the middle of the night pissed off because his account got hacked or taken down.
Oh, so
It's,
mad.
it's a lot to
Hey.
do. It's really tricky to do it all, but you gotta be creative. You have to take a lot of your time. It's just not easy to do this.
It's
I
a
mean,
lot of
it's not
work.
like it's the worst job in the world. It's just it takes a lot of time.
Oh, it's.
They're always shady like that. They always disable people's accounts when they're sleeping. That's what
Mhm.
happened. Yeah.
That's how they get you. No, they've disabled my account in the middle of the day as I'm on it.
Oh, that's messed. Oh, bad.
Also, you guys are gonna get hate when you're on here, so don't listen
Oh,
to
yeah.
hate.
No matter what
Unless-
you do, whenever what you do in life, you're always gonna get hate. Now it's the
Oh,
internet
yes.
where people have a filter.
You might get death threats too, because I get those all the time.
Oh yeah, I got death threats for supporting Grant and
I
Ezra
like
too.
BVS. I'll be like, I will kill you and your family.
But listen, I actually have to. We have to end the podcast now, though, guys. We've been talking for a while, almost
2 hours.
2 hours.
Well, we've been talking for
Good
2 hours.
luck
We've only been
editing
recording
this,
for about
Jose.
a little bit of an hour. So I'm gonna end the podcast here. We talked about all the cool movie news that's been going on. We even talked a little bit about Instagram and how it works and how it takes a lot of your time, and you really gotta be really invested in it. You have to make sure you're talking about something that you care about, not just about something that's gonna be popular. Otherwise, you're gonna get bored with it really quickly and not even care anymore. But I'm gonna end the podcast here, guys. Thanks for everybody for joining. Let's have everybody sign out here. Eunice, where can people find you?
World of Flash on Instagram and Unity on YouTube. YOUNITY.
You know, for me, you being a Flash account, you took really long to reply there.
No, I was drinking water. I'm sorry.
Kaden, where can people
very-
find you?
You can find me on Instagram at Fanatic Trailers and YouTube at Fanatic Trailers.
All right, and Liam, where can people find you?
So people can find me on Instagram at dc.marvel.unite. Also on Twitter. I don't really use it, but it's there. So.
And Taj, where can people find you?
On Instagram at King of Metahumans, or I'm also on Twitter at King of Metahuman with no S at the end, but I don't ever use that.
And you guys can find me on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, pretty much everywhere just at Nerdy Hero, and you'll probably find me one of those versions of it with underscores and dots and whatever. But that's going to be the end of the podcast, guys. Remember, you can like, comment, subscribe on my YouTube channel, and as always, remember, keep it nerdy. What's up, everybody? It's me, the Nerdy Hero. Just reminding you guys to check out tpublic.com so you can check out all my latest Nerdy Hero shirts and gear, as well as to subscribe to my YouTube channel so you can check out my latest videos. And always, guys, remember, keep it nerdy.